If you're waking up every single night to go to the bathroom, listen very carefully to what I'm about to say, because a urologist recently said something that shocked even me. He said that most people don't have nighttime urination because they're old, or because their bladder is weak, or because it's just part of aging. No. He said it's because people are drinking water the wrong way. Not the wrong amount, the wrong way. And when you hear this, you're going to understand exactly why you wake up at 2 a.m. or 4 a.m. every night, why your sleep is broken, and why your energy crashes the next day. So stay with me, because by the time you finish this video, you will know exactly how to drink water so you stay hydrated all day long without getting up at night. And once this clicks, you're going to wake up feeling rested for the first time in years. Hi, I'm Dr. James Walker, and today I'm going to talk to you like a friend who genuinely wants you to sleep better, feel better, and understand your body in a way that finally makes sense. Because nighttime urination is something so many people struggle with, but almost nobody talks about it properly. So let me start by asking you something. Have you ever noticed that some days you drink the same amount of water, but you wake up only once? And on other days you wake up 2, 3, even 4 times. That inconsistency is the sign that your body's timing system is off, not the amount of water. And here's the big secret. Your kidneys have a clock of their own, a real biological clock. In the daytime, they're active, filtering at full speed. At night, they're supposed to slow down. But what most people do when they get older is flip this natural rhythm upside down without even realizing it. They drink water at the wrong time, they eat foods that pull water into the bladder when they're sleeping, and they unknowingly force their kidneys to work overtime at night. So even if you drink only a little water in the evening, you still wake up. And the frustrating part is that people blame aging instead of understanding the simple fix. Now, before I give you the timing, the technique, and the exact routine you need to follow, let me quickly explain why this happens. Believe me, when you understand this, everything becomes easier. Think of your kidneys like 2 extremely smart filters. They take the blood, clean it, balance fluids, and send the waste down to the bladder. But these filters are influenced by hormones, especially a hormone called vasopressin, also known as the anti-pee hormone. When vasopressin levels are high, your kidneys hold on to more water, which means you pee less. When vasopressin is low, your kidneys release more water and you pee more. Here's the interesting part. Your body naturally produces more vasopressin at night so you can sleep without waking up. But here's the problem. As people age, especially after 50, vasopressin levels start dropping, not dramatically, but enough to make a difference. And that means your kidneys stop holding water at night. On top of that, your bladder becomes a little more sensitive, sending signals even when there's not much urine in it. So you end up waking up multiple times. And here's the thing. This doesn't stop unless you actively support your body's natural rhythm. And that starts with drinking water in a way that works with your kidneys, not against them. So let's start with the most important part, the timing. The biggest mistake people make is drinking most of their water after 4 p.m. They feel thirsty in the evening because they didn't hydrate throughout the day, or they drink tea, juice, soft drinks, or even plain water during dinner thinking it doesn't matter. But all of that water takes several hours to be processed by the kidneys. So when your bladder fills at 1 a.m. or 3 a.m., it's not because your body is broken, it's because your kidneys are still working full power when they should be resting. I want you to imagine something. Imagine your kidneys saying, "Please hydrate us properly in the daytime when we're awake and ready to work." But instead, people give them a flood of water in the evening, forcing them to stay awake during the night like 2 exhausted employees doing overtime. No wonder your sleep is disrupted. So here is what the urologist recommends, and I agree with this 100%. Shift your water intake earlier in the day. Not less water, just earlier. Your body might need the same amount, but when you drink it makes all the difference. Here's what I want you to try. When you wake up in the morning, the very first thing your body needs is water. Why? Because you've gone 7 to 9 hours without drinking anything. Your body is slightly dehydrated. Your blood is thicker. Your kidneys are waiting to start the filtration process, and your brain is demanding hydration. So the moment you wake up, drink water. Don't gulp it down fast. Sip it gently over 5 to 10 minutes. This alone can improve your hydration for the entire day. Now, here's the important part. Your body uses water efficiently in the first half of the day because your hormones are aligned for activity, movement, digestion, and filtration. So try to get at least half of your daily water intake before noon. The more you hydrate earlier, the less thirsty you'll feel in the evening. And yes, I know what you might be thinking. But Dr. Walker, I already drink water early in the day, and I still wake up at night. I hear this all the time from patients. And that's because there are two more factors most people don't know about. The first one is how you drink water. The second is the foods you eat in the evening. Let's start with how you drink. If you drink a full glass of water quickly, your kidneys react like an alarm just went off. They suddenly get this big wave of fluid and rush to process it. But if you sip slowly, your body absorbs more, your cells hydrate better, and your kidneys don't panic. Slow sipping is the key to deep hydration without overloading the bladder. This is why some people drink the same amount of water, but one ends up peeing all day while the other does not. It's not just the amount, it's the speed. Now let's talk about the foods you eat, because this is where 90% of people get things wrong. I cannot tell you how many times someone told me, I don't drink water at night at all, and I still wake up. And when I ask what they eat for dinner, suddenly everything makes sense. Soup, watermelon, grapes, melons, yogurt, porridge, tea, coffee, juices, cucumbers, tomatoes, spicy food, salty food. What do all these foods have in common? They either contain a lot of water or they force the kidneys to release water. Salt pulls water from your cells. Spicy foods stimulate digestion. Soups and fruits act like liquid. Coffee and tea are diuretics. All of these make you urinate more. So even if you avoid water in the evening, your dinner could still be filling your bladder at midnight. Once you understand this, nighttime urination suddenly makes sense. So if you want to avoid waking up at night, limit fluids, watery foods, salty meals, and caffeine after 6 p.m. And for the next 3 hours, allow your kidneys to slow down and prepare for sleep. This alone can reduce nighttime urination dramatically for many people. Now, let's talk about one more incredibly important factor: your legs. Yes, your legs. This one surprises people every time. During the day, gravity pulls fluid down into your legs. If you sit for long periods, if you stand for long periods, if you travel, if you have swollen ankles, or if you don't move much, your body is storing water in your lower limbs. But when you lie down at night, that water returns to your bloodstream, your kidneys detect the increase, and they start filtering. Suddenly, your bladder fills at night, not because you drank water, but because your legs returned stored fluid to the system. So here's the fix. Every evening, 1 hour before bed, lie down with your legs elevated on a pillow or against the wall for 10 minutes. This helps release stored fluid earlier, before you go to sleep, so your kidneys deal with it before bedtime instead of at 3 a.m. This technique alone has helped thousands of people reduce nighttime urination. Now let me explain another factor almost nobody talks about: your bladder's sensitivity. As you get older, your bladder becomes less stretchy. It holds less urine than when you were younger, and the nerves inside become more sensitive. So even if there's only a small amount of urine inside, you feel the urge to go. And when people wake up at night to pee, it's not always because their bladder is full. It's because their brain thinks it's full. So to calm this sensitivity, you need two things: magnesium and hydration timing. Magnesium helps relax the bladder muscles, reduce spasms, and calm nerve signals. And hydration timing prevents the bladder from filling at the wrong time. When those two work together, nighttime urination goes down naturally. Another thing to watch out for is overactive bladder triggers like caffeine, artificial sweeteners, alcohol, and carbonated drinks. These irritate the bladder lining. Even if you drink them early in the day, the irritation can last for hours. So if you struggle with nighttime urination, those drinks should be limited, not removed completely, but reduced. Now let me give you the exact guide many urologists recommend, including me. This is a simple water schedule that supports sleep, kidney function, energy, and bladder control. When you wake up, sip a glass of water slowly. 2 hours later, sip another. Have 2 more glasses before noon. In the afternoon, hydrate normally, but don't overdo it. After 6 p.m., drink only if you're thirsty, not out of habit. And after 8 p.m., keep water intake minimal unless you have a medical condition that requires hydration. If you feel thirsty after 8, take small sips, not full glasses. Now, let's talk about sleep itself. When you sleep poorly, your cortisol levels increase. Cortisol affects your kidneys, your fluid balance, your bladder sensitivity, and your nighttime hormone production. So poor sleep makes nighttime urination worse, and nighttime urination destroys your sleep. It becomes a cycle that keeps repeating until you fix the root cause. And the root cause often starts with hydration habits and evening routines. I also want to talk about temperature. Cold water triggers a reflex in the body that stimulates the bladder. Warm or room temperature water relaxes the bladder. So if you're someone who keeps waking up at night, avoid icy water, especially in the evening. Now let's talk about a mistake that almost everybody makes without realizing it. Drinking water right before bed because they think they'll feel thirsty in the night. This is a big reason why many people wake up. Your body actually doesn't need a full glass of water right before sleeping. That's not hydration. That's flooding your system at the worst time. If your mouth feels dry at night, it's usually because you're breathing through your mouth or your room is too dry, not because your body is dehydrated. Hydration happens in the daytime. Sleep is for recovery, not drinking. So if you wake up with a dry mouth, address the room humidity, nose breathing, or allergies, not by drinking water before bed. Now let's talk about something deeper. Your heart. Yes, your heart affects nighttime urination. If your heart pumps less efficiently, your kidneys receive less blood during the day and more at night when you lie down. This can also increase nighttime urination, so supporting heart health with movement, diet, and proper hydration helps your kidneys work in sync with your heart. You see why this topic is so important? Nighttime urination is not just annoying. It affects your sleep, your mood, your memory, your heart, your hormones, and your overall health. And yet, so many people live with it simply because they think it's normal. It's common, but not normal. And most of the time, you can reduce it dramatically with simple habits. Now I want to walk you through a simple evening routine that almost always works when people stick to it. 2 hours before bed, stop drinking water. 1 hour before bed, elevate your legs. 30 minutes before bed, empty your bladder twice. This double voiding technique helps ensure your bladder is fully empty. And right before sleep, avoid drinks, avoid cold water, and avoid salty snacks. If you follow this routine combined with daytime hydration, you'll start noticing a difference within a few days for most people. And for some people, it takes about 2 weeks for your kidneys and bladder to fully adjust. Now imagine this. Imagine going to sleep and staying asleep. Imagine waking up feeling rested. Imagine having energy in the morning. Imagine not being irritated or exhausted throughout the day. Imagine your kidneys and bladder finally working in harmony again. This isn't a dream. This is how your body is supposed to function. And the fact that you're watching this video means you care about your health and you're ready to make a change. And I want to tell you something honestly. Your body will thank you. Your mind will thank you. And your sleep will thank you. Because once you fix nighttime urination, everything else becomes easier. Your memory improves, your mood improves, your immune system strengthens, your energy rises, your blood pressure stabilizes, and even your digestion improves because your nervous system finally gets to rest at night instead of being interrupted. So here's what I want you to do. For the next 7 days, follow this hydration timing. Hydrate early, slow down in the evening, reduce watery foods at night, elevate your legs, do double voiding, and support your bladder with magnesium-rich foods. And then come back and tell me in the comments how many times you used to wake up versus how many times you wake up now.